Hi there. I wanted to share with you an experience I just had. So I'm fresh in the energy of, I'll call it a transformation, a bit of a healing experience. I was just out on a morning walk. I'm up here in the Sierra, visiting my mom, helping out at her home. And I went for a walk in an area that I've been to many times, and I actually went on a walk yesterday down the street and back. It's about a 20-minute walk. And on the way back, a dog charged the fence and started barking as I approached his property, and I felt so much fear come up in my body, to the point where I had to stop and turn around. And I walked back the other way a few houses and just contemplated what I was going to do and processing what I was feeling. I thought, okay, maybe the dog went back inside and I'll try again. And so I walked back on the opposite side of the street of the dog's house, towards where I'm staying. And the dog charged again and was barking, and that very protective bark. It was a kind of a medium-sized dog, and these fears in me came up, and I was reminded of when I was bit as a child by a dog. I was bit by a dog that lockjawed on my hand, left a scar, and it was quite traumatic experience. Somebody had to actually take the dog off of me. And I'm still feeling that emotion just came up in me. And I was like, everything in me is saying, don't walk past this dog. I'm sure it's actually going to be okay. Like, in my head, I felt like, just walk past. The dog is probably, its tail's up. There were some signs that it was just guarding its home, and as long as I kept moving past, it'd be okay. But my body would not let me walk. And so I turned back around again, and there's some businesses at the end of the street, and I went into one of them and just felt so vulnerable, asking if anyone knew if this dog was safe to walk past. There's just a couple houses up past the businesses, and one of the women in the office, she just volunteered to drive me. She got her keys, and I felt so vulnerable asking. I felt so silly. I felt like a child. I felt like I should be stronger. But it was quite a beautiful moment to let myself just be supported and ask for help. Even if it didn't seem like it made complete sense. I'm sure that it would have been okay, but it was just something I needed. I needed to ask for help. And I want to open up that space for you to really think inside of you, where can you ask for help, and where have you maybe been pushing through in ways that are not healthy for you, doing things on your own, or doing things that your body just says no to, that you actually really need help to move through it, or to do it and just not do it alone. So that's what I wanted to share today. It's such a beautiful day, and I can really feel myself needing to sit with this and process it a little more. But it feels big. And also addressing the fears of our past and realizing that memory of a dog biting my hand is still there. It was still very strong in me. And I don't think about that memory very often at all, if at all. And so when things come to surface that aren't comfortable, or that are old and are really bringing up some deep emotions, it is a calling to be seen and be felt. and be healed on a deeper level so that you can move forward in whatever is calling you next in your life. And I feel that to be very true for me right now. So thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing my story. And if you want to share in the comments what you are moving through, where you're going to ask for support, where you know you might need to lean in to ask others to help you. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.